I've never seen Miol this upset about
You're a
anything.
stranger here
The
too,
city
huh?
really gets to her.
I've been adventuring across Tamriel since I was a fresh-faced young woman barely able to swing a blade. My travels have taken me from High Rock to Valenwood, Elsewhere to Morrowind, and all points in between. Many years ago I lost my blade, Grimsever, within a Dwemer ruin. I took it as a sign that I was wasting my days in search of wealth. You and I are alike. We seek challenge and great fortune. But for me, that's where the similarities end. You see, Riften is my great beast to be slain, and my fortune comes from gratitude and trust. It was lost years ago in a Dwemer ruin. Without it, I feel almost as defenseless as a newborn. I don't think I'll ever be able to find a replacement. I couldn't ask you to undertake such a treacherous journey. It would be a fool's errand. But I see that spark in your eye, and I know better than to warn you away. Grimsever rests within the Dwemer ruin of Mesinchaleft. Tread carefully, friend. Those same ruins almost took my life. I was adventuring in the depths of the ruins when I was attacked by a massive construct, like nothing I had ever seen. When the Colossus struck, Grimsever was knocked from my grasp, and I was wounded badly. It was only through blind luck that I was able to crawl away from the Dwemer abomination and make my way to the surface. I must have collapsed, because the next thing I remember is Erin standing over me, tending to my wounds. When the Colossus struck, it was only through blind... I must have collapsed, because the next thing I remember... To call it a guild is ridiculous. How can people who would betray one another over a gold coin be considered part of an association? They're the worst kind. Even the Dark Brotherhood abides by a strict set of rules and tradition. These thieves are just rabble. What do you think? You know, I'm beginning to respect you. Other than Erin, you seem to be the only other person I've met I might be able to trust. Since we share the same opinion of them, let me warn you that they're recruiting others to join their guild, and you should be cautious. It's been difficult. I've taken the burdens of this city's problems upon myself, and I keep running into impossible obstacles. Corruption, lies, and deceit are the order of the day here. If it wasn't for Erin, the young man who saved my life, I think I'd already have given up long ago. It was Erin who found me dying outside of a Dwemer ruin. If he hadn't brought me here and nursed me back to health, I would have died. When my strength returned and he told me about the problems plaguing Riften, I decided fate brought me here for a reason, so I stayed. Maven Blackbriar, the matriarch of the family, represents everything that's wrong with this city. She's bribed countless officials, has friends back in the Imperial City, and freely associates with the Thieves' Guild. I've tried everything I can to protect Riften's citizens from her family, but to no avail. Well, there is Ingun Blackbriar, Maven's daughter. Strange girl. She likes to spend time down in Elgrim's elixirs working on her alchemy. Then you have Hemming, Maven's son, spoiled brat and heir to her empire. He follows her word like a loyal dog follows its master. And finally, Sibi, the worst of all of them. He's in Riften jail for murder. Please be careful. I don't wish to be the reason for your death.
Upset about anything. The city really gets to her.
If you're looking for anything to sell for... price. I run the pawned prawn over by the market.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
Out of my way. The son of the Jarl has no time for idle conversation with travelers. If this isn't about official city business, you're wasting my time. Every day, the threat of exile from Riften draws closer for myself and my family. Who knows how many spies the Empire has sent into our midst already? We're at war. This isn't the time for hospitality. Thank goodness Mother is keeping a level head about everything. If my brother Saerlund had his way, we'd be flying Imperial colors by now. Can you believe that fool had the audacity to speak of his love for the Empire in the plaza? He expects us to drop our defenses and greet them with open arms, to dialogue with them rather than defend our homeland by spilling their blood. He's a traitor, plain and simple. Had I been sitting on the throne, he'd be hanging from the gallows for his sympathies toward the Empire. If you must know, I was practicing in the yard when the guard I was sparring with fainted when I specifically told him to duck. My blade bit right into the stonework next to the keep and needed serious repairs. Thankfully, our smith Balamond works wonders. In fact, if you'd fetch my blade from him, I'd be most appreciative. All right, then. If this isn't about... If you must... My blade... In fact, if you'd fetch my blade from him, I'd be most appreciative. Thank you. Do hurry, please. All right, then.
Have our scouts come up with any information on these reports of dragons?
Yes, milady. That unpleasantness at Helgen supposedly involved a dragon. It killed several soldiers before it departed.
I want you to speak to the city guard. Make sure there's a contingency plan in effect in case Riften falls under attack.
Yes, milady. I've also taken the liberty in preparing a private carriage, just in case.
Good. If Riften should fall, it's only right that its leader be spared.
Welcome to Mistvale Keep. I'm Jarl Layla's steward, Anuriel. As steward, I serve as an intermediary between the Jarl and her subjects. I also handle the less important and day-to-day policies that affect daily life in Riften. Lately, I've had my hands full suppressing these ridiculous accusations of corruption in the keep. There are those that believe the Jarl does nothing for this city, that it's corrupt and run by the Blackbriar family. I can assure you that this is entirely false. We are fully in control of everything. I'd hardly call them a guild, more like unorganized rabble. In fact, I wouldn't say they were a threat at all. No, our resources should be spent on preparations for invasion. You're welcome in Riften, as long as you continue to obey our laws.
Welcome to Riften, traveler. I hope the road... What can I do for you? While I feel Ulfric's cause is just, my concern is for the people of the Rift. How can they continue to lead their already meager lives with dark clouds looming overhead? My heart goes out to them. If only our coffers were deeper, I could protect them as they were my own family. With the Stormcloaks at his back, Ulfric's poised to rid Skyrim of the Empire's forces and invalidate our involvement with the White Gold Concordat. Many have died taking up arms for this cause. I fear that the land will be stained with blood for years to come. Surely you're aware of the Great War between the Imperials and the Elves who called themselves the Aldmeri Dominion? When the smoke cleared, the White Gold Concordat was signed. It was supposedly a treaty aimed at establishing peace within the Empire. One of the terms of the treaty was the outlawing of worship to Talos. To the Stormcloaks, this was viewed as the moment when the Empire became unworthy of the allegiance of any true Nord. We're all eager to see them brought to justice. Maven Blackbriar has assured me that they're being dealt with appropriately. As one of our city's most influential citizens, she's taken it upon herself to oversee their incarceration. Sadly, they're proving elusive, but I have confidence that Maven won't give up until this city has been rid of them all. Good journey to you.
Oh, come to gloat, have we? To poke fun at the Jarl's youngest son?
Word, please.
Yes, my lady?
It's been brought to my attention that the poison...
I could feel you laughing behind my back.
...may be present in our city. What do you know of this?
I believe it to be a false...
Did Harold send you to taunt me?
...created by the Empire in order to weaken the citizens' confidence in your ability to rule.
Excellent. Then there'll be no need to devote any resources to stopping it. Thank you, Anuriel. That will be all.
If you're here to report any instances of corruption, be confident that we're handling these rumors accordingly.
Oh, did you need something? Because I did something not a soul in this blood-stained house of war has the backbone to do. Dared to speak my mind. I dared speak of the Empire and the lies that have been spread by Ulfric, the leader of the Stormcloaks. Now my mother's stripped me of my heritage and incarcerated me here like a common criminal, and my brother has all but disowned me. Be wary what you say around here, friend. You'll find not all take kindly to
My lady,
insurrection.
Maven Blackbriar has sent word that she requires your seal in order to expand her shipments into Morrowind.
But of course, tell her she'll have it. Maven is one of the few people I can trust, and I'd be delighted to give her my blessing.
Yes, my lady.
Ulfric only
Pass
cares
the good
about
news
one
on to
thing.
her.
Ulfric. He's ordained himself the future High King of Skyrim, and steps on anyone that gets in his way. He's begun a rebellion against those that wish to eradicate the worship of Talos, and uses it as his rallying cry. His cause may be true, but the man is a lie. All he holds in his heart is lust for the throne. I'd better get going.
You could say the Ratway is the city
Would you
under
please
the
stop
city.
declaring that the
Dark,
city is safe for the
dangerous,
Jarl
and
to
no
roam?
place for decent
You and I both know that isn't true.
I would never knowingly place Layla in danger. You know that, too. Why do you always question my judgment? You don't trust me.
I trust you. I'm just concerned about her safety, that's all. Don't be angry with me.
I'm not angry with you. Tell you what, lover. Meet me in my chambers later and we can discuss the situation in private.
Did you have some sort of official business here? Indeed. There have been multiple attempts on the Jarl's life. We're not certain if it's the Dark Brotherhood or simply Imperial sympathizers. We've also had run-ins with spies attempting to probe our security for weaknesses. I work with the city guard to make certain they fail. At the end of the day, I'm the last line of defense for the Jarl. I will not allow her to fall. Ulfric's a bloody hero. I don't think there's a worthy Nord alive who dare argue the point. He's taking the Empire to task and making them answer for their crimes. I don't think I'll be content until Ulfric sits upon the throne of Skyrim with the ashes of the Concordat at his feet. Liars and bastards, every one of them. I'd have their heads on a pike if it wasn't for the war effort. All I need is a dozen men, and we could march into the Ratway and burn them out like rodents. Stormcloaks won't have it, though. Too busy keeping the Imperial forces at bay. Everyone knows the Thieves Guild uses the old sewer system beneath Riften as their hideout. I'd go down there myself, but that would leave Jarl Layla unprotected. I'm keeping my eye on you.
Did we have an appointment? No. It was a delivery? I can't remember. Someone actually interested in what I'm doing. Amazing! Well, allow me to explain. My experimentation involves a magical construct and a reagent that will allow the construct to maintain a field of permanent harmonic energy. Aha! So, you're a student of theoretical applied harmonics. Putting aside Ralston's constant of universal inversion for a moment, how would you approach the problem? Draw the harmonic energy into the reagent, or allow it to generate its own field? Calipers? That's utterly ridiculous. Maybe long ago you could just find calipers in every household across Tamriel, but not anymore. Hold on. You've given me a brilliant idea. Just as calipers hold materials in place, a soul siphon can hold magic fields in place. Genius! And I'm sure you've completely worked out how to counteract complete dimensional collapse, right? Are you completely insane? Swallow a soul gem? That has to be the most brilliant and unexpected solution I've heard in a long time. It solves all of my problems and keeps the field stable. Now all I need... Wait, what were we talking about? Yes, I could use some help with that. An assistant, perhaps? No. Maybe a familiar... No, too messy. Well, at any rate, organization is not my strong suit. Not at all. I need as much help as I can get. In fact, if you could retrieve a few things for me, I could start on my next set of experiments. As you can imagine, I tend to forget things often. Leave things around. I really must learn to put these things away. What I need is my Dwemer stirring spoon, my orichalcum ingot, and my grand soul gem. In fact, I could use them immediately. Bring those items back to me, and I'll be happy to experiment on you. No, that isn't right. I'd be happy to reward you. Excellent. I can't wait. Well, why are you still standing here? Oh, right. You need to know where they are. That would help. Let's see. Last time I used the Dwemer's spoon was at my dear friend Bodhi's house in Iverstead. Fellstar Farm, I believe it's called. The orichalcum ingot should still be at Winterhold at the Frozen Hearth Inn. I don't know why I didn't just take it with me. And last is the soul gem. I left that one in Windhelm at the White Phial Alchemy Shop. It was a good trade, too. Oh well. Winterhold. You want the college there. They teach quite a bit. Okay. Now where did I put those spiders?
Got to thinking, maybe I'm the Dragonborn, and I just don't know it yet.
Take care with those flames.
There's fine steel at the Scorched Hammer if you fancy a new blade. Gotta keep my eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? Guard duty.
Don't think you can barter with me like one of those damned shopkeepers.
As Jarl Layla's housecarl,
I know you.
I would ask that you
Take a
maintain
look.
respectable distance from her at all times.
To remember. Did we have an appointment? No. It was a delivery? I can't remember.
Come to see What brings you to Ballamon today? Lazy good-for-nothing, isn't he? Sent you down here when I'm a stone's throw from the keep. Here's the sword. Tell Harald to stop slaying walls, and perhaps his blade will stay in better condition. Remember, nothing but genuine fire salts will do. The forge knows the difference.
Oh, come to gloat, have we?
Out of my way. Took your sweet time getting it to me. Here you go, for your trouble.
Mm-hmm. I could feel you laughing behind my back.
Hey, you're not supposed to be down here. Official business only. Oh, my mistake then. Sorry, you can go on ahead.
Go fiddling with any locks around here, we're going to have a real problem.
This city is corrupt. You're all corrupt. This is unfair. I'm innocent. Who did this to me?
Got to thinking, maybe I'm the Dragonborn, and I just don't know it yet.
Well, well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? I've always got time for lovely ladies. Look, we all have our flaws. Mine is that women can't get enough of me. So I had this little affair going on while I was betrothed to a beautiful girl named Svidi. Well, she finds out and she tells her brother Wolfer that her brother attacks me with a knife. I mean, I had to defend myself. Exactly. Now I have to stare at these bars for 8 months. Can you believe it? I was about to let that wench marry into the richest family in Riften, and this is how she repays me. I'd do anything to have that whore's head on a platter. All I need to know is where she is. Amusing. When speaking of the Blackbriars, only one thought should spring to mind. We are not to be trifled with. Help us, you end up rich. Cross us, and you'll end up a memory. Is that enough information for you? Look. Well, I was about... I'd do anything. Ah, that's the spirit. Find her, and I promise you'll be well compensated. Mother thought I should be taught a lesson for airing the family's dirty laundry in public. I mean, I've taken care of many people for her in the past. What in oblivion did she expect me to do? Ah, well, at least I have all the comforts of home during my stay. Well, except the touch of a woman, of course. She was a young woman, buxom, with long, flowing black hair. She used to sing the most lovely songs to me when we were courting. Never heard a voice so beautiful. All that talent will go to waste when I'm finished with her. And let me guess. He wants his horse. Well, that's going to be a bit of a problem. You see, I don't really outright own Frost. That is correct. You see, Frost belongs to the Blackbriar estate. Technically, everything in the estate is owned by my mother, Maven. My plan was to take the horse from our lodge and deliver it to Latrush at the stables. Obviously, that didn't exactly work out as I'd planned. Still, I don't want to cross Latrush. Tell you what, steal the horse and deliver it, and you can have the second half of the payment. Sure, take advantage of the guy in jail. Okay, fine, I can make the deal sweeter. I obviously don't have anything here, but there's a hidden stash in the lodge, and I did manage to hold on to the key. Take it. Well, if it... Well, I'm not stealing anything. Besides, some jail time isn't gonna make me roll over and play dead. When I find that bitch, I'm gonna wring her little neck.
The Thieves' Guild used to run this city. Now they're nothing but braggarts and bullies. Rotting.
I've never seen me all this upset about anything.
If you're looking for a handout, you want to speak with my husband. Excuse me. Boley's around somewhere, planning to feed the poor with his nonsense about Mara. Excuse me. With my husband's newfound religion, what I do with our coin and what I do all day seems less important to him. Suits me. Oh, now that can't be good. Nah, I don't think so. At this rate, he'll give the entire Riften fishery away to charity. Then how will I... Oh, now that can't be good. Thank you. Here, this is for you.
All meats get...
Over here. Working at the Riften fishery is tough.
By the nine, I hate the waiting. The gods damned waiting.
You must take the lexicon. Free me of my burden. The memories, I cannot stand them. You must take them away, return them to Avanshenzell. You must take the lexicon from me. Please, take it now. I won't be the one to go back there. I won't return to Avanshenzell. You can't make me do it. Please take the lexicon. You must bring it to Avanshenzell. In the west, return it to them. It must go back. It is done. I won't...
The waiting. The insufferable waiting. Here, I want you to have this. Don't ask, just take it. The waiting. Not now. You know Belethor's shop in Whiterun? That'd be a good place to start. He carries all sorts of things like that. It would seem so. Thanks. Good luck out there.
Please help. really need your help. I don't want to lose my job at the fishery. What am I going to do? Bolly is a good man. He pays us well and watches out for us. I used to work at the Blackbriar Meadery, but Indarin and I never saw eye to eye. That elf has no patience at all. It's probably for the best anyway. I'm far better at fishing than working in a meadery. My job at the Riften fishery is in danger. The owner, Bolly, said that if I show up for work in this condition one more time, then I'm out. I don't mean to do this to myself, but I can't help it. I tried some skooma a year ago, and ever since then, I can't stop. If you could give me a healing potion, I could cleanse this poison from my body and get back to my life. Your kindness will never be forgotten. Here, take this. It's all I can offer you for what you've given me. It is our most favored company. I'm not sure what it's made from, but I can tell you that once you've had a taste, you'll never crave anything else. The Dunmer came up with the stuff a long time ago. Very illegal and very hard to come by. I got mine off a merchant ship in Solitude. Worst mistake I ever made. Look, I don't think I should say. I mean, they could kill me. Okay, I'll tell you. I get my skooma from Sarthas Idrin. He has some sort of a setup over the Riften warehouse. You can't get inside, though. They've kept that place locked up tight since the war began. I overheard Bolly say that only the Jarl carries the key to the warehouse. When I meet Sarthas there, he's usually waiting for me outside with his bodyguard. If it wasn't for skooma, I'd already be on my way out of this horrible city. All my gold, completely gone. Now I have to start over. I'll never use skooma, although I suppose a little mead now and then would be harmless. You've been kind. I thank you.
You have questions? Of course. That doesn't change anything. What? No! You expect me to believe that? It speaks the truth. Of course. Be careful!
I'm feeling much better now, thanks to you.
Well met. I don't think they're hiring anyone at the moment, so if you're looking for work, you're out of luck. Trees. They're beautiful here. Reminds me of autumn at home.
tidings.
The waiting, the insufferable waiting.
It's done. I won't go back. I won't. It is done. I won't go back to a Martian cell. I won't. I could have left it behind. I could have put it back right here. I could have left it behind. I could have put it back. It's yours now. I won't take it back. I won't.
Dirge told me you made it into the guild. You need dirt on anything, you talk to me. Do I look like a merchant to you? You're gonna have to take that up with Vex and get in good with them and you'll find her. Be seeing you around.
Sorry, I'm afraid I can't help you much right now. I'm currently in mourning. It was my sister, Lilia. She served as a battle maiden with the Stormcloaks. We recently heard she'd been killed. Anyway, I'm glad my work at the Blackbriar Meadery keeps me busy. Helps me keep my mind off of things. My father was a Stormcloak soldier in his younger days. Now he just walks the streets spewing his hatred and propaganda. My mother is the priestess of Talos. She tends to the shrine and teaches his ways. I'm just not so sure she's delivering the right message. Don't mistake my political beliefs as a substitute for my family values. They're still my parents, and I love them dearly. I just think they've let my sister's death skew their outlook on Ulfric and what he really brings to the table with this war. I'm not so certain that Ulfric's intentions are as noble as they think. I think Ulfric cares about Ulfric, and the rest is a smokescreen. I'd appreciate if you kept my opinion between us. The last thing I want to do is have my parents lose another child. Yes, actually. I'm partnered with Maven Blackbriar. I put up a chunk of the gold she needed to get the place off the ground. We've been staggeringly successful so far. In fact, I'm almost surprised how quickly she's generated business for us. My name may not be on the label, but some of my blood, sweat, and tears are in every drop. Figuratively, of course. It's been good talking to you.
You look like you could use a drink. What do you say to some cheap mead?
So what if I have a problem? I know how... Maramal thinks he's so smart. Tells me that Mara will cleanse... My Nwah of a father thought he could pull my strings. Continue the Halalu tradition. Pah! I left all that nonsense behind. If Indarin finds out...
I'm selling the best meat in town for cheap.
What am I going to do?
Interested?
I can barely afford to stay at the bunkhouse. I'm going to stop. That's what I'm going to do.
Need something.
And everyone will see that I'm not as useless as they think. Yes?
Yes. And what might you need, Nothing but the best. Blackbriar mead, fresh from the... Best of all, you don't have to pay the ridiculous prices Maven charges. So what do you say to that? Suit yourself. If you change your mind, I'll be around. Sure. How do you think I get my hands on the good stuff and offer it so cheap? You think old Maven is just giving it away to anyone? Good thing she makes so much money. Makes it easier for merchandise like this to fall through the cracks. No, friend. You've got it all wrong. I'm not selling cheap mead. I'm selling good mead for cheap. Blackbriar mead. I sell cases of it for half of what the inns and taverns pay through the meadery. All I need is someone to deliver it for me. If anyone saw me leave Riften, they get suspicious. I need someone to take this small keg of Blackbriar mead to Wilhelm at the Villamur Inn in Iverstead. Drop it off, and he'll trade you something for the delivery. Keep it as payment for the legwork. Oh, and if you bump into Indarin from the meadery, keep your mouth shut. He'd rat us out in a second. Good. Now get going. Remember, keep this to yourself. I'm the...
People of Riften, heed my words. The return of the dragons is not mere coincidence. This is one of the signs that Lady Mara is displeased with your constant inebriation. Put down your flagons filled with your vile liquids, and embrace the teachings of the Handmaiden of Kine.
No, Maramal. We talked about this. Talon?
Kirava, certainly we can come to some sort of an understanding. These people must be made aware of the chaos they've sown.
Enough, Maramal. We've all heard of the dragons and their return. There's no need to use them as an excuse to harass our customers.
Very well, Talon. I'll remove myself from this den of iniquity.
We're not kicking you out. Just keep the sermons at the temple and let us all sin in peace.
Blessings of Mara upon you.
Look, I already said Shadra doesn't owe me a thing, so get off my back.
Oh, the city guard has been tearing Riften apart looking for the source of our skooma problem. I'd hate to be in their shoes if they get discovered. If it's true that the dragons have returned, what will it mean for all of us? Is this how it all ends? Riften's biggest exports used to be fishing and honey until the Blackbriar family moved in. Now the meadery is the biggest game in town. Let's sate that appetite, Mjol the Lioness used to adventure across Skyrim before she settled down in Riften. I hear it all ended when she lost her enchanted blade. If Maven Blackbriar keeps raising... If it's true that the dragons have returned... If you've... Sure thing, it's yours for a day. Are you joking? You just rented a room from me. I'll show you to your room, right this way.
You have some nerve coming back here after what you did to Kirava.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Look, I already said Shadra doesn't owe me a thing, so get off my back.
Yeah, what do you want? If this is about the meadery, we can talk later. And what might you need, Maven Blackbriar wants me to keep the mead flowing, and that's what I aim to do, despite all these lazy good-for-nothings that work for us. Ever since I took over as the foreman, the production of our mead has never been more profitable. And if the meadery is profitable, I'll get rich. Get the picture? Lady Maven could buy or sell anyone in Skyrim. I wouldn't be surprised if she's the one pulling the strings around this city. She's always welcome in Mistveil Keep, and between you and me, I'm pretty sure she even has some pretty influential friends within the Empire. I'd also warn you not to cross her. She employs quite a few troubleshooters to take care of messy problems. You're crazy. How dare you make such an accusation? You aren't making any sense. Hand what over? If word gets around that I bedded her, they'll lose all respect for me at the meadery. Take the mark if you want it. It's not worth all this hassle anyway. I suspected as much, but I've never been able to catch that little sneak with proof. That fetcher. I gave him the same keg just this morning and told him to store it in the cellars. Oh, he'll rot in prison for this one, I promise you. As soon as Maven finds out, it's all over for him. Here, take this as a bit of a reward for nabbing our little thief. Well, that was important.
If your allegiance lies with the Empire, we haven't much to discuss. They mean to take our history and crush it all in the name of some damn treaty. The soil beneath our feet is steeped in the blood of our ancestors. We've fought for this land, and died for it. I lost my own daughter to the Imperial dogs, and by Talos I'll not lose anyone else. Lilia joined the Stormcloaks many years ago, when the first of the skirmishes broke out across Skyrim. I was so proud of her. She served as a battle maiden, using her healing arts to help those that fell on the battlefield. Never even lifted a blade in her life. It didn't matter. The Imperial soldiers cut her down, killed her like a dog, and left her body to rot in the mud. And that's why I won't rest easy until every single Imperial soldier joins her, and Ulfric sits upon the throne of Skyrim. Support Ulfric or die trying. There's nothing in between.
Don't do that!
You dirty thief!
I'm getting out of here!
I knew it! No! I'll gut you like a horker! Ah! Oh! Ah!
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
Be careful.
Can't wait to kill another Imperial.
Any luck with Sapphire? By the 8! You actually talked her into it? I don't know what to say. I didn't think anyone in Riften even cared what happened to me. Look, I was saving this, but I wanted you to have it. I thought I might need it if Sapphire came for me, but I don't need it anymore. Until next time.
You've been a good friend to me. Too lazy to walk, eh? Well, you found the right place. Huh? What are you talking about? I don't even know what that is. Look, you must have me confused with someone else. I don't want a bad reputation in Riften, but Helga's out of control. She wanted to try it in the stables, so I said yes. If you want the mark that badly, then go ahead and take it.
Take this and hold on to it. I'll be back for it later. I'll pay you good. Don't lose it. No time to talk. Snitch or double-cross me and I'll kill you. I mean it.
Got horses that need shoeing, so make it quick.
No time to talk. Snitch or double-cross me and I'll kill you. I mean it.
We're routed! Fall back!
Kill him!
That's the last. Did you see someone run past just now? Yes. How did you get this? Never mind. Here. It's not much, but it's something. I'm going to track down that thief and murder him. Need something?
What happened?
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
Any luck getting the marks from those men? Try and get those marks
it's
without
you.
violence,
Come
please.
if you're
I
looking
don't
for a
wanna be
bed,
responsible for
this is
their
the wrong...
deaths.
What?
Or yours.
How? Where did you get these? No, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Look, we need to keep this quiet, between you and me, okay? No one else needs to know about it. If word got out that I'm practicing my Debellan arts in Riften, they'll run me out of town. Here, take this and don't mention a word of this to anyone, especially Svanna. I don't know why I bother.
Sorry about the mess. The bunkhouse isn't an inn. Oh, I know. Isn't it wonderful? I bet she squirmed like a skeever when you pulled them out of your pocket. I think things are going to be a lot different around here from now on. And I have you to thank for it. Here, I want you to have this. It was my father's, but I'm certain you'll put it to good use. Sure, leave. Not like you care anyway.
Watch what you're doing.
It's a fine day with you around. I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend? If you're looking for a handout...
Azura's
I presume
wisdom
you're
to
bothering
you,
me
friend.
For a good reason. What in the name of oblivion do you want? The Blackbriar family has always been allied with the Guild. Our connections with the Empire and within Skyrim make for a perfect fit. I dare say the Guild owes its survival as much to my family as it does to its own people. Don't tell me. Sibby and Louis Latruche? Well, Sibby is in jail, and Latruche is certainly welcome to try. My hired help is more than a match for him. Really? Now that is interesting. Then you should know that Louis and I have a certain history. Tell you what, go along with his plans for now. I'll keep an eye on you both, and when the time is right, I'll settle accounts with Louis.
I'm the brewmaster around here. What did you want?
I don't have time. For idle chit-chat. What is it?
I'm quite busy. Need something, or can I get back? What? What the?
What in the name of oblivion do... The Blackbriar... I dare say the Guild owes its survival as much to my family... as it does to its own people.
What did you want?
Out of my way.
I'm quite busy. Need something, or can I get back to work?
I don't have time for idle chit-chat. What is it?
Welcome. Allow me to recommend the Blackbriar Mead, the purest brew in all of Skyrim. Lady Maven's been developing the secret recipe for Blackbriar Mead over the last several decades. She uses a very secret blend of spices, fresh honey from Golden Glow Estate, and specially constructed aging casks to ensure the best flavor. Even when you get to the last sip in your flagon, it'll taste just as good as the first. Damn it. Sorry. I'm not very good at this. Look, just don't say anything to Maven, will you? I've spent weeks trying to get that right, and if she sees how stupid I am, she'll get rid of me. Yeah, fired. Sure, that's what I meant. She's an absolute pleasure to work for. In fact, I almost feel guilty accepting pay from her. Why, just this last week, I was commenting to my fellow meadery workers just how lucky we are to be working for such a charitable family. Okay, look, if I'm caught saying anything bad about the meadery or the family, I'm a dead man. I'm the fourth person to work the tasting counter in the last year. The last three are at the bottom of Lake Honrick. Just take my advice and just get out of Riften as soon as you can. Take a look. Come back and see us again.
I presume you're bothering me for a good reason.
It's yours now. I won't take it back. I won't.
Trees. They're beautiful here. Reminds me of autumn at home.
It is done. I won't go back to Avanzell. I won't. I could have left it behind. I could have put it back where it came from. I won't go back to it. I won't. I could have left it behind. I could have put it back where it came from. It is done. I won't go back to Avanzell. I won't. I won't go back to Avanzell. I won't. It is done. I won't go back to Avanzell. I won't. It's yours now. I won't take it back. I won't.
After we were robbed, Draven's become more bitter than ever. He hates this place. We could always use help picking crops if you need a few honest pay for honest work. Honest pay for honest work. Honest pay for honest work.
What do you need?
It's not safe around here. There's thieves out there looking to steal everything you own.
Got to thinking. Maybe I'm the
Who in the name of Azura are you? A few days ago, some thieves from Riften broke in here and stole it. Can you imagine? Took the only thing of value we had. If you have the guts to head into the Ratway and get my bow back, I'll pay you what I can. Thanks. It'll be nice to have it back. Means a lot to me. Are you kidding me? We're all alone out here except for a few guards who couldn't give a damn about us. We make easy pickings for thieves looking to steal everything we work so hard for. Not only did they take my bow, but they took all of our coin as well. Nothing's sacred to these people. I bumped into them when I was coming back to my farm after buying supplies. I know those lowlifes took it with them back to the Ratway. They left an unmistakable stench behind. It was a family heirloom. I can't even put a price on how much that thing means to me. The Ratway is somewhere under Riften. Shouldn't be too tough to find.
That's all you've got?
That's it! That's all you got!
This ends now! Gosh! Damn you! I could move it worse by better!
Skyrim belongs to the North! No! You don't have a chance!
Are you prepared to die?
You call yourself a Nord?
You don't have a chance! I'll make you pay. Just a scratch. Now you're mine.
Gods, no!
You're a disgrace to your own kind. Oh.
Over here! You can't win this! Hold his back! Are you prepared now? Never should have come here. I've been wounded worse by better.
My money's on the big one.
God! Damn you!
Worthless mercenaries. I didn't think Maven or Mercer would allow me to get away with this, but I had little choice. I didn't think Maven or Mercer would allow me to get away with this, but I had little choice. I can't. If I do, I may as well cut my own throat. I don't believe you. That's not your way. No! I'm not about to let you ruin everything I've worked so hard for. Huh?
What was that?
Do your worst! You're nothing, hear me?
I'll see
nothing!
you in pieces.
Worthless mercenaries. I didn't think Maven or Mercer would allow me to get away with this, but I had little choice. Worthless mercenaries. I didn't think Maven or Mercer would allow me to get away with this, but I had little choice.
What was that there?
Damn you! Fools! Roll! Come on, come on! You're a dead woman!
What? What are you doing?
No lollygagging.
Blessings of Mara upon you. How may I help you, my daughter? May
Lady
you return
Mara
to her
bids you welcome
benevolence
to
and
her
safety.
benevolence. What is it you seek, my child? We are devoted to the goddess Mara, who gave mortals the gift of love, that they might have a hint of eternity. Her blessings are many. To love is to know the true nature of the gods. Not all can hear the broad echoes of deepest dawn. To receive the touch of Mara, you must first act as her hands in the world. Explore the facets of the infinite jewel. Are you prepared, then, to help bring the light across this land? The dawn surely opens upon you, child. You must bear its light that all may see. Mara has reflected an image to me. At the foot of the throat and the young woman, almost a girl. Her fickle love must resolve itself. The village of Iverstead. The woman, Fastred. This is the prayer heard by the goddess and relayed to her servants. Return when she has seen her path. I will entreat Mara on your behalf. Visiting Riften? All are welcome. Mara is the handmaiden of Kine, the goddess of the storm and the mother of men. She is the bearer of love and the patron of marriage. If you wish to make a donation to her benevolence, speak to Maramal and ensure your true love will endure for all eternity. The dawn surely opens upon you, child. You must bear its light that all may see.
This temple is dedicated to Mara, and the light of love she shines on us all. I'm only a humble acolyte, though. If you wish to all right, then.
Blessings of Mara upon you.
Let's talk for a moment. Look, if I was a little harsh before, I just want you to know it's because you were new. Know what I mean? Look, I don't really know you. I don't even really know anyone here. Why do you care anyway? It's not like we're family. This is a business. Look, you want to know about me? All right, I'll tell you. I'll tell you about the time I was a young girl, barely out of her teens, living on a pig farm in the middle of nowhere. Didn't have a coin to spend between our entire family. Ate the same slop we fed our livestock. Oh wait, it gets much better. How about the fact that our farm was attacked by bandits, and that they killed my entire family who didn't even brandish a weapon against them? Here's the best part. They took me as a prize and violated me for a fortnight. Tossed me from bandit to bandit like... It's fine. I had to tell someone, I suppose. Carrying around a weight like that, it hurts after a while. Cuts you inside like a dagger to the heart. Over time, I managed to gain their confidence. Then one night I grabbed a knife, waited until they fell asleep, and cut their throats. I never returned to that pig farm, you know. There's nothing for me there. So that's my sad story. What do you think? Maybe one day. Just not today. Maybe I'll see you around the guild.
Word on the street is Golden Glow's been hit. Good job, lass. Let me take a look at what you found. Arengoth sold Golden Glow? What's that idiot thinking? He has no idea the extent of Maven's fury when she's been cut out of a deal. But I'm certain he'll find out. If only the parchment had the buyer's name instead of this odd symbol. Any idea what that might be? Blast. Well, I'll check my sources and speak to Mercer. But for now,
You're off to speak to Maven Blackbriar. She asked for you by name. No. Nothing like that. You're calling on her for business. That's between you and Maven, and I prefer to keep it that way. Don't worry about it. Maven's business dealings usually involve quite a bit of gold for her people. Ha, of course. Your pay. You're smart as a whip, lass. Keep doing right by us, and there's plenty more where that came from. Whoa, lass. I'd do just as well drawing a blade across my own neck. Where did this foolish request come from? Huh. So Sibby finally got the nerve to bare his teeth, eh? Look, this sounds like a family matter, and I don't want the guild in the middle of it. You do what you want. Just don't expect us at your back when Maven has your head on the executioner's block.
Something troubling you? I'll listen. Who in their right mind would be stupid enough to pay you to steal from Maven? Guess I should have known. Maven and Civvy have been at odds ever since she had him tossed into jail. Look, if I were you, I'd proceed carefully. Crossing Maven is one of the first things you learn not to do when you're down here. As far as the guild's concerned, this is between Civvy and Maven, so we're going to officially stay out of it. Well, well, I was looking for this little beauty. If you happen across any other unusual trinkets like this, be sure to bring them to me. I promise it'll be worth the effort. There you go. This should cover it. Make us proud.
Welcome to the cozy little family. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. All right, then.
I've got your back. Is that an amulet of Mara? I'm surprised someone like you isn't spoken for. Let's get going then.
So, you're Brynjolf's new protege, eh? Well, you did something Vex couldn't do at Golden Glow. So, you're looking pretty damn good. Word is that you found something while you were out there, though. Something that could be a problem for the Guild. Just watch your back and do what Mercer says. He'll sort it out. The house I mentioned earlier is still available, if you want to buy it. Wonderful. Here is the key to your new home. Mm-hmm.
Even if you're one of us, you better... make trouble.
Don't you have better things to... This better be important. Don't you have... This better be important. I'm quite busy.
You want to talk to me? Okay. You want to talk to me? Okay.
Talos bless you. He's the protector of man, the dragon of the north, the patron of all Nords. And despite the Imperials and their treaty, he will always be one of the 9 divines. A devout Nord would rather fall in battle and have his blood spill upon the earth than allow the Empire to strike his name from the divinity. Talos is part of our culture. He's part of our heritage and our tradition. He's Skyrim personified. To suddenly have all that wrenched away is like losing someone you hold dearly in your heart. The Empire already took my daughter from us, but by Talos, they will not take our homeland. I trained our daughter Lilia as a healer to one day tend the shrine of Talos and replace me as a priestess of Talos. When the fighting began over the white gold concordat, she ran off to join the Stormcloaks. She had her father's fire. How could I say no? She died out there, only having tended to the wounded soldiers for a few months. We never even found her body. The Empire burned all the dead. Talos guide you.
I'm right behind you. How can I serve you, my Thane? Lead on.